Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? We're going to be doing another tier list, but this time for a game that's honestly been a lot of fun. I think you guys have heard me talk about it before. It's not Dragon Ball Project Multi anymore. It's called Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. A little bit of a weird name, but whatever. It's a Dragon Ball MOBA. That's all I've ever wanted to play. So we're just going to be making a little fun little tier list that how I feel about the current characters and like how strong they are. If there's anything um, weaknesses against them, anything bad or something that I would change. We're just gonna rank these characters and just all for fun. This is not to be taken seriously. This is literally just done, literally just for fun, guys. So if you guys want to go back and forth in the comment section or like give your own opinion on my opinions and tell me how wrong I am for saying that Zamasu sucks. He doesn't, but I don't think he's as OP as people say. Let me know. And tell me how much you guys enjoy the beta, because honestly, I've been having a ton of fun playing it. It will literally be probably my main game when this game comes out. But anyway, let's start. So, Android 18. I think Android 18 honestly is quite strong. She has some of the fastest and hardest hitting abilities in the game, and her Destructo disc is literally it's literally like an executor. like like she is so strong, especially when you're in matches where you get, the super snowball effect all the way, or like prepare to die, and then you can get like Wicked Warrior or Backstab. Like she has so much going for her, in terms of offense. Obviously that like, she doesn't really have too much range other than her Destructo disc, but she has 3 stocks of these at max rank, which is insane. And then she has some of the highest mobility in the game. She probably does have the highest mobility in the game, I'm not gonna lie, because you can double dash with this, and then you have another dash with this, and then her ultimate is a free hit. Like, she practically has 4 dashes. Like, let's be for real. But again, she's just like super strong. I think she's super underrated just because she's Android 18 and not a lot of people like. She's a popular Dragon Ball character, but in terms of like characters that people want to play as, people are going to pick, characters like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, Cooler, Trunks for sure. Like, people are going to pick these other characters over her, and I think when this game releases, there are going to be a lot of people that understand like, oh shit, Android 18 is still really strong and no one's playing her, so they're just probably gonna go crazy with her. So guys, if you're looking for a character that's like highly underrated but super OP, Android 18, super strong, high offense, high mobility. She has CC in her kit where she has like the silence. Like, she has a guaranteed hit as well. Like, she's just strong as hell. Baby, baby, I think Baby's like a B tier tank. And just for everybody here, this list isn't saying like all these characters are bad. I don't think not one of these characters is bad at all. I just think, like, of course, some characters are better than each other. That's literally going to happen in any type of MOBA or any type of game, really. Some characters are going to be better than others. It's just going to happen. But anyway, Baby, I think he's kind of weird. I see what they were trying to go for with the whole like, oh, he's tanky because he can like go inside an ally's body and heal them and do damage, or he can go inside an enemy's body after he kills them. I see what they were going for, but they honestly probably should have just made him technical in that aspect, and should have just gave him maybe like another like type of debuff ability. I'm not really sure what they could have changed. Maybe like, I'm not entirely sure. Cause I really do see what they're going for. Like, I feel like all of this is literally like technical character. It just screams technical character. Like, this could have easily been changed to something else. I think his main ability could have easily been changed to something else. He even has an energy blast like as his main attack. It just, I don't think this character makes much sense as a tank. But who I digress. Maybe there's some crazy baby player that's just like destroying everybody. But I haven't seen not one baby player go like absolutely stupid. Most baby players don't even know how to use his third ability. I think he could definitely be like a A tier for sure. Like he could definitely be up here. But I feel like since players just do not know what they're doing with him, I think it's just gonna be right around here. Especially when like other characters get into the game and they're just way easier. Even though it's not hard to play, it's not hard to play him at all. You literally just have to understand he needs to be by an ally to, use him to his full potential. But sadly, I don't think players really understand that because people don't even know how Gohan works, and Gohan's literally like one of the best duo Q freaking characters you can have on your team. So, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put him B. He's probably like a B plus to me, honestly, in my mind. I'm not gonna do Khalifa because she's a tank. Let's do Bojack. So originally, I was gonna put Bojack as like the worst character in the game, right? I thought his damage wasn't really that great. His two AoE abilities took too long to go off. I was like, wow, like he's not really killing me at all. Like I don't feel pressure at all fighting him. But then I played him a couple times and I went stupid with him. Like I was one-shotting people, bro. His raw damage output is freaking nuts. It takes you a little bit to set it up and his cooldowns are long. I'm not gonna lie, his cooldowns are long as hell. But if you're in a fight and your like tanks are going in and you can play like that backline like engineer type person where you're like putting down a whole bunch of projectile or a whole bunch of like things for people to walk into and all this AoE attacks, and then like you have the big blast with your main attack. Like let me just show you guys, because I'm thinking not a lot of people are playing as Bojack, but I think he's another character that just people just need to try. Cause look at him, he has literally zero difficulty. He's not hard at all to play. So the reason why I didn't like him too much because I thought his main skill literally just didn't do anything other than this, and then I forgot about it. His passive is like he also has like different parts of his kit. So that's where I was kind of like confused on him. I was like, wow, this ability just kind of sucks. But like, oh, late game he's quite good. Like this move, Cosmic Bloom, late game, freaking crazy. I'd be one-shotting people with this move, bro. It's like I would use literally the third skill, second skill, last or first skill. It would kill people. You don't even have to ult. You honestly, guys, you don't even have to ult with this character unless someone's CC'd. Because his ultimate, let's be for real, his ultimate sucks. Probably the worst ultimate in the game. Not gonna lie. Yes, it does a shit ton of damage, but quite literally probably the worst ultimate in the game because you're just literally stuck there and you cannot move. I don't even think you can cancel it. Maybe you can cancel it, but I haven't tried it at least. Maybe you just press C or something. But even still, you're just a sitting duck. People can move out of it. It's not like they're stuck in place. You can literally just walk out of it. And yeah, it's just I hate moves that make you just stand in place because there's so much movement in this game where you can just get behind somebody and like that, bro. So honestly, he does a lot of damage, shit ton of damage. But if you catch him, bro, if you just ignore, if you can get past his psychic thread and maybe like get out of the way of this, because most time you can probably get away from this because the AoE at first is really small. It just comes out a little fast sometimes, but yeah, it's really small at the start. So if he fucks up Cosmic Bloom in Psycho Threat, he's just dead. So honestly, I'm probably gonna put him. Let's see. I'm probably gonna put him B tier as well. He has a ton of damage. He's very good for that engineers type of mindset where you want to play in the back and just set up a whole bunch of traps. And he has some of the highest damage in the game for sure. But I think like if you just get past one or two of his skills, he's just a sitting duck and you can literally kill him super easily. Deborah's kind of. I thought Deborah was gonna be super OP when I first saw him, but Deborah honestly, I don't know if I want to put him C or B. It's like he's good. He doesn't he does a lot of damage, but he has no mobility at all. Like zero, practically. Like this is his main skill. He has to be up close for this. So obviously they went in with, you know, the whole he has to be very close to people to do damage, because it's his passive with the petrification, it's his rush attack, it's his main skill. Oh, I think my game just, oh, okay. Ooh, I thought it just crashed. But yeah, it's his main skill. You have to be close to people. His spear, it's kinda, his spear is okay, but it's not, I don't really like it too much. Evil Flame, probably his best skill other than his main skill. And even then, it's like his early game is not that great. You can usually, you know, move out of it for the most part. And then Evil Blast is just boring. Like, just boring. I don't, he does a lot of damage, but I just don't see where he really fits in a team. Maybe if you're just like stun locking people, like if you maybe like run a team like let's say like Krillin, probably like Goku, Dabura, and maybe like Vegeta or like Cooler for the CC. But that's really about it. You kind of need somebody to be with this character at all times. He's another character you need a buddy with to really get value out of him, because he can't really do too much by himself, I don't think. And a lot of these characters in the game can usually just solo people by themselves, but usually in a 2v1, Dabra is getting beat up like quite easily, I think. And so that's like my issues with him. I just don't think he has enough to really like fight back. So I'm gonna put him C tier. Obviously you can play him, like obviously he's playable, obviously you can do a lot with him if you're good with him, but for me I just think he's a little bit lacking, and he has no mobility, where all like a whole bunch of these characters have mobility. So you might be forced to like get a blue card on him or two, just to like, you know, be able to move around and, you know, dodge out people's stuff. Because obviously, guys, people are going to get better at this game, and once people get better, you're not going to be able to, you know, do the same things you're able to do in the beta right now. So you just need to think about how like the mobility of your character, or like how you're using the skills, are going to be impacted once this game releases. All right, let's do the next one. Piccolo. Piccolo, I think Piccolo has a lot of damage. It's just you have to aim. You have to really aim. Because I've had like instances where I'm literally gotten one-shotted by like special beam cannon, or like I've been one-shotted by the Hell Zone grenade just randomly, dude. And Piccolo is just like look at him, dude. His burst damage is insane, especially with the magic whip fist. You ever been hit by the the key blast that he gets after this? That shit chunks. That's at least like a third of your health just gone, just like that. And plus he has the Hellzone grenades, huge AoE that gives movement speed down. It's great CC to have on that. And then he has the right grenade that literally will one-shot people. Quite literally one-shot people at, you know, furthest distance. So you can just snipe people. He's a sniping character. His blast range is super far, so you can play super far back. He's just really, really solid, I think, as like a typical like type of like mage DPS type of character. And then you get 3 stocks of the special beam cannon. And guys, this is important. Having 3 stocks in your ultimate is crazy. Not only for the damage, but for the max Gekishin burst, where you get like bonus health. I'm not sure if all y'all know about the mechanic, but it's literally the mechanic where you're like attacking the gods of destruction. And so when you get that ultimate Gekishin burst, it gives you health. Like if you ever seen like that yellow health you get on your health bar, it's because your teammate did that. They ulted the enemy god of destruction. So the fact that he gets 3 stocks of this, literally he's a one-shot character. Like if you're playing the back, this is a perfect character to play in the back of. Obviously, you know, the only real bad thing he has is that he has nothing up close. So if someone really gets close to you, you kind of just have to magic whip away. Like you have to be out of there. He's a ranged character to the T. To the T. So if he gets gone on, if his fucking Helsing Grenade's down or his Magic Whip is down, he's dead. He also stands still for Special Beam Cannon and for Light Grenade. So, yeah, that's the only thing. The reason why I have him above, that's like the reason why I have him above Dabra and Bojack, because Piccolo at least has some type of mobility, and he has quite good burst and one shot and range over these characters, and his cooldowns are a lot lower than Bojack's. So I think like if you're looking for like a typical like mage type of character that just plays in the back and does like super powerful spells and AoE, go for Piccolo. He's quite solid, man, and I'm glad that he's really good in this game. I'm really glad. Let's do a new character. Let's do actually no, I already done 3 new characters. Let's do Gohan. Gohan, I feel like Gohan could literally be up here. I'm not gonna lie to you. But for right now, he's an A tier technical character. I'm sorry, I want to say support, but A tier technical character. Because I just think it's a case of like people don't really know how to play the character correctly, and then once like the character like this game releases and whatnot, he's gonna be so much better. Because look at his stats. He's completely down here, but this is also a lie, guys. All this down here is a lie. This is this plus more of this. Because and some more in attack range, because his shit goes really far. Like this is a lie. I don't know what they were thinking with this. So pretty much Gohan is literally like the best support or technical character other than like Majin Buu for the healing that you could have next to you, simply because his passive is just free damage boost and defense up. It's literally just free, so you already have an advantage in your lane at the start of the match. He has Masenko, which is great CC. It's a push away attack as well. It does really good damage. He has a silence on a kick that goes super far, so like if you're in a tight jam and you need to get out of there, you just charge it for like a second, you can go super far and they can't really catch up to you in time. And then if you're really in trouble, you have another get out of jail free card, which is leave this to me, where you create a barrier that gives you defense to you and your ally and defense down to enemies, so you literally can one shot somebody after this if you really wanted to. Then he has a self buff and another buff to his allies, like, come on. And this also just turns into attack, which his ultimate isn't the best, but his it CCs, like he has a stun on it, so it's pretty good, I would say. But it's okay. He's not the best ultimate, but his base kit, insane. Really good for a technical character. He definitely, like, how this game is going to work, I swear, when people are running duos in this game, Gohan and probably let's see, Gohan, Majin Buu, and Baby are probably going to be picked all the time once people start understanding really what they're doing and playing like with a buddy and whatnot. Because the boost that they give, just to your teammate is like so freaking strong. A good Majin Buu is really scary, man, because his healing output is really nuts when you have it loaded up. His abilities, other than that, kind of hit or miss. Oh, let me not go into this. We're talking about Gohan. Sorry. But yeah, Gohan's super strong. I like to build him a certain way. For instance, like I like to do I like to get build up. I like to get build up on every character. I'm not gonna lie. I think build up is literally like the best card for me personally. At least at level 1, the best first card. I haven't tried this one yet, because I think 2 seconds is just not enough. Like 2 seconds is whatever. This is like a late game card, I think. But this card build up, you just have defense the whole time for the whole match. Like I think that's just better. I don't think I haven't used strategic escape too much, but maybe I'll start using it on other blue characters. But yeah, and I haven't used Gekishin High. If it works the way like it actually shortens the cooldown, like the permanently, then I might actually start using this. but I'm not entirely sure if that's what it does. I'll have to try it. But anyway, like how I build Gohan is like I go build up, and then I either go steel skin or solid barrier, depending on like if I'm doing like a whole bunch of more striking, or am I just being like the annoying CC buffer type character, then I'll go for solid barrier. And then I usually end up going like either pursuer or wicked warrior or backstab. But yeah, definitely 2 green cards on Gohan. I think the 2 green cards go crazy with him. All right, so that's Gohan. That's how I feel about Gohan. Definitely strong character. I think he could honestly be up here, but not a lot of people play him. Not a lot of people know how to play him, so he's gonna be in A tier. Let's do Trunks. Trunks to me, super high DPS, but not a great ultimate again. And his skills, they're good, but I think they could be like a little bit better. Like burning attack is kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie. Like yeah, you can spam it and it's good like late game for like the smoke effect, but it doesn't really do great damage, and so that's like his only real ranged option other than, you know, vanishing strike kind of. And I mean, you can use burst slash as range, but like it takes a little bit of time to like, you know, get it started up, and then you have to be somewhat close. But this is more like a finishing move anyway. Vanish Strike though, Vanish Strike is obviously like probably his best move. It could be Burst Slash, but I think Vanish Strike is his best move because it's literally a free attack. You don't even have to aim it for real. He's good. I just think he's just basic. That's my whole problem with him, and especially with his ultimate. Like, it's cool that he can change the direction, but again, it's just like it doesn't really do much. So it's like he has 2 mid skills and 2 great skills, and his passive is pretty good, I would say. But usually in the early game, when you're getting these cooldown resets, it doesn't really matter too much. So this passive is really just like late game / mid game when you're fighting over stuff. He's just a solid character. I don't really have too much to say about Trunks because I only played him a few times. I'm not really too interested in this character, not gonna lie. But I don't think he's bad. Again, guys, I don't think any one of these characters are bad. I just think they could be a little bit more, but I think he's definitely like better than these guys. I'll put him right here. Yeah. Super Saiyan Goku, super solid, super solid. Super Saiyan Goku, quite literally one of the best characters you can start out with. He's just incredibly strong. He's super basic, but also you have to think about what you want to do when you're playing him. Just because of how his Kaioken works, like the whole self-buffing, like look at all this you get to yourself. But the thing is, you only get it for, you know, you only get it for a few seconds. Like sometimes I feel like just 1 or 2 seconds. But look at look at all this, bro. Just like crazy buff. Then you have the meteor hammers, just free damage, free AoE damage. So in late game, this shit is so huge. And you get the CC with the stagger. You get the Kamehameha that will literally one-shot people late game with the Kaioken. You have Violent Rage, which again, like it's a great passive to have when you're in that 2v2. His Super Saiyan transformation, and then Genki Dama. Very underwhelming early game, but late game, oh my god, it goes crazy. Kaioken, Genki Dama, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Goku's just he's super strong. You don't even have to one shot with the Genki Dama. You can literally almost practically one shot with the Kamehameha with the Kaioken. People will not be able to tank 2 Kamehamehas. I'll just put that out there. They can't. They literally quite can't. So if you're looking for a basic character that's really strong and probably will be strong for the rest of the game lifespan, it's probably gonna be Goku. He's just solid. Like he's not really. There's nothing really technical about him other than timing his Kaioken, because he doesn't really have like CC like that. Other than like a movement slow and a stagger. So literally just think about like, when to do damage, and that's really all you have to do when playing Goku. It's super easy, and that's why I think that's why I think he best fits in the A tier, and a little bit over these guys, because you have to think a little bit more playing Piccolo or playing Gohan than you would play Goku, just because of how strong Goku's self buff is. And how strong his abilities can be in the right situations. I think he just has more flexibility than like Piccolo does. So, all right, next, go to Majin Buu. Majin Buu, I think a lot of people want to say like Majin Buu is D tier, and that's because people like they see his kit and they're like, oh my god, he only has like two damaging abilities, and that kind of sucks. He is the true support character. Like this, if they were going to make another category and just be support, it would probably be Majin Buu by himself right there. So give him a benefit of doubt. I'm gonna put him B tier. I think I see what they went for with him. They went for like the whole enchanter / debuffer type of character with Majin Buu, and I don't mind that, because again, like Majin Buu, there's literally 3 versions, or there's literally what, 6 versions of Majin Buu. So there's 7 versions if you're counting the DBS, the Dragon Ball Super version. So you literally have like Skinny Buu, you have all his absorptions from that, and then you have Kid Buu, and then you have DBS Fat Buu. Like there's so much to do with this character that I'm not even mad that the first version of this character is a support character, because there's just so much to do with him. So like I think like the only real issues that like this ability does damage, but it's quite hard to like aim for the most part, because there is like a little wind up. There's a little wind up, and you have to hit it on the character. You have to be kind of close. And this character, Majin Buu, he does not want to be close. He wants to be close to his allies at all times. He does not want to be fighting the enemy. And I'm glad, because his rush attack is literally just ki blast, so that way you can like stay back. Because if you're fighting with Majin Buu, this is literally what you're gonna be doing most of the time. You're gonna be trying to look for the strangle gun, because the attack down and the move speed down is really actually quite nice. But literally you're just gonna be using the healing ray. This healing is insane. This healing is insane. And Ready Go is quite good actually. It's just like I usually use this a lot as like a way to get away from people, or if like I'm in the middle of fight and I haven't taken damage, then yeah, I'll go in for this. But usually you're not going to be using this as like your damage ability unless you're really, really cracked with Majin Buu for some reason, and you can just use your movement as damage. That's the only way I can see it. That's like, and even then it's like, why would you use this for damage? It doesn't do a lot of damage. So I just think like he has a little bit of trouble DPS wise, quite a bit of trouble DPS wise, and so you're kind of just shoehorned into playing him into this backline healer support character, and that's fine. That's fine that this is like, how this character is gonna be. I just wish he had like a little bit more to him, maybe like a little bit more debuffing here, or like something different here. Like I think strike defense, he could have been changed to something else, or he could have been like 2 buffs he gets here. Like he just needs a little bit of help, just a little bit more either damage or a little bit more CC, and he's good. He's perfectly fine. But yeah, that's why I'm gonna be putting him in the middle of B tier. Like he's a great support. Honestly, if you're running another duo queue, he's perfect for that, because he will keep you alive the whole time. Like you could literally run. What I did was I went Boo and Oob, and dude, Boo and Oob together, crazy, because Oob just has so much damage, bro, so much damage. But you can go like Majin Buu with Goku, or Majin Buu with Android 18, just keep her like upstocked with health, because how we went over how much damage she does. So you can do Majin Buu with Cooler, Majin Buu with Zamasu and literally be unkillable. Majin Buu with Caulifla, Majin Buu with Vegeta. Majin Buu with Vegeta probably won't do too much. But yeah, you can do a lot with Majin Buu. Very strong character in the right hands. All right, let's go straight to Oob. So, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Oob, definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. I'm not sure if he's crazier than Android 18. Just because his ultimate is super mid. But if you hit that shit will one shot. So I'm not quite sure if he's better than Android 18. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. And here's why. So Oob's whole thing is that, you know, he goes around the game. He uses his main attack to build the Cyclone, and then he buffs himself up, and he's using Shooting Chaser and gets like a whole bunch of, you know, strike damage off, practically, or rush damage off, I guess is what it rather be called. And then if they're still not dead, or if you want to just try and one-shot somebody, just literally just build up your Cyclone to like 50% or over, or like, you know, 100%, whatever it did. Hit your ultimate if you can. That's, you know, quite literally will one-shot somebody probably. So yeah, he has some of the highest DPS in the game again. Like, if you're ever playing on a match where in the Divine Draw it's like super start plus super damage boost skill 1, bro, literally just play Oob, because either play Oob or play Android 18 or play, you know, Goku, like, or Cooler, like, dude, it's crazy. But anyway, back to Oob. So yeah, his whole thing is that he's like moving around, you know, as he's fighting you. He's gonna be dashing around with this move is crazy. You get 3 stocks of this dash, so you can literally dash 3 times, and every single time it's a guaranteed attack that fires energy blast. And that whole time you're also buffed, so you get no obstruction, so you can't get CC'd. It gets you even more blast from your rush attack. So you're just like he is crazy with rush attacks. That's his whole thing. And then like even Rage Barrage, it does a ton of damage, bro. You can spam this move. This move is such a low cooldown. It's super low. It's like, it's great when starting a fight, it's great in the middle of the fight, it's great at the end of the fight. Like, it's so good. Sometimes I'd rather use it over my ultimate, because I just don't trust my ultimate sometimes, unless like the enemy is literally just standing in my face and I know they're not gonna move. Then I might like dodge back and then ult. But yeah, Oob, guys, if you just try him out for a little bit, he's super easy. You might not get him the first match, but after the second match, he's not hard at all to play. You just have to understand, like, most of his damage is literally coming from rush attacks. So as long as you're hitting your rush attacks, which is not hard, just literally just having your mouse over your enemy player, then you should be just fine. And he's so good. He's so good. I love it because I love Oob. So him being super good in this game, perfect for me. Yeah, that's why I think he belongs in S tier. Let's go to my boy Krillin. So Krillin, I think Krillin got to be top of B tier, probably like a B plus. I think this is perfect for him. Honestly, I didn't think he needed to be OP in this game. He just needed to be viable enough to be like good, and he is definitely good because since he is a technical character, he gets, you know, access. He's usually building the blue cards and the green cards. So you're never really gonna buy the red cards on him. So what I usually be doing with Krillin is that I will literally go either build up or strategic escape if I really need to. I might even try Gekishin High after I like learn what it exactly does. But yeah, I usually use build up, and then I use steel barrier or solid barrier. You can get maybe art of decoy, but I wouldn't really advise it, honestly. I don't think you really need vanishing step more than once in a fight, unless you're really getting like, you know, unless you're like playing a tank, if you're vanishing stepping multiple times in a late game fight, then people are just not landing their abilities. I think it's just at that point because there's just so much going on late game that it's like some things are just unavoidable. But anyway, yeah, I go like build up into solid barrier, and then usually I'll go like backstab or limiting break and jump. You can go defense step if you really want to. I just wouldn't advise going, Wicked Warrior or Pursuer because isn't a character you're gonna pursue, be too close to characters with because he doesn't really have. He has no range options again, obviously, guys, but he has good defense for the most part, and that's mainly because of how his right click works, his main ability, because it gives like the strength of view and it gives the mark. So mark goes crazy with all his abilities. Like as long as you have mark on somebody, you're going to do stupid damage to him. Solar flare is really strong, but you have to hit it. Obviously the AoE is huge late game, so it's really hard to miss it. And then the cooldown, you can usually get it back up probably like 3 to 4 times in a fight, like dead ass. So like literally if you just solar flare somebody and then like destructo diss somebody, they're probably just gonna die. Like, let's be for real. Especially if they're like debuffed like crazy, because it does increase damage. So they're gonna be hit hard, and this already applies 3 debuffs. So that is that max stacks of additional damage. So max stacks, you literally just have to solar flare Kien's on. You're gonna do a ton of damage. The scattering energy wave. This is probably his worst ability. But even then, it's not too bad because it does have the auto tracking with the as long as you have them marked, and you can follow people with this ability. I've definitely gotten kills where I just literally followed people with this scattering energy wave. The only problem is it's a little bit hard to move with it, and when you're using it, you're stuck in place, and the camera follows the energy blast, so you do not see what is happening to your character. You just have to be like, all right, I think I'm in a safe spot, and pray that no one hits you. But other than that, he has 3 great abilities. Like place energy blast is great. They go invisible. Solar flare is one of the best, technical abilities in the game. Kienzan is crazy damage late game. Its early game is not that great, but its mid to late game is really good. And then Scattering Energy Wave only has one bad thing about it. The Krillin guys, I think he's really good. It's just if he's caught out, he's practically dead. He has no real defensive options other than solar flare. And if he misses that, he's kind of just dead, bro. Because he also has 3 moves that have him stand in place. That being Scattering Energy Wave, the Kienzan, and the solar flare. So he has no mobility. Again. So if he misses solar flare, he's just fucked. And that's why I have him like, at a higher degree than other characters, because he does have at least some type of defense rather than, Bojack having that one little slow, if it lands, that's his only real defense in the minefields. But that's not really a defense. You want to use that as offense. So I mean, like, Krillin, I don't think he's as good as Gohan just simply because he doesn't have mobility, and that he doesn't have like really a buff. He has like debuffs and whatnot. So you can definitely play Krillin. Like, I think he's definitely viable. You can play him and he'll do just fine. He's going to do great regardless, just because how good his base skills are. So again, guys, just take this list with a grain of salt. I love Krillin. I wish I could put him up here, but I'm gonna put him in B tier. Cooler, S. To me, Cooler has to be probably the best character in the game. I don't know if you guys have not just been playing against enough Coolers, or not enough Coolers know how to play him, know how to use retaliation. Dude, this character goes nuts. I've won so many 2 or more like enemy fights, like 1v2, 1v3 fights as this character that I've won on any other character I've played in this game so far. And I've been playing this game a lot, but Cooler is the only one where I've literally been beating like at least like 2 or more characters or 2 or more like players at one time. Like, yeah, I can handle maybe a 1v2 on a character, if they're like, if I'm, as long as I'm like dodging shit and whatnot. No, I was just like packing people up with Cooler, maybe taking half my health, and that's it. Cooler goes stupid, and here I'm gonna tell you why. So just look at this character, right? Pretty good stats. Like, he has something in mobility, he has something in injury resistance, something in strike, he has a little bit of burst damage, he has a little bit of dot damage, attack range. He's just solid, right? And look at the difficulties right here. But I think this is also fake because people just do not know how to really get the retaliation. And retaliation is super easy to get, guys. I'm not gonna lie. You literally only have to use his first ability, and as long as you're getting hit when using this, because this is the ability you're gonna mostly use to get retaliation with. Then it makes this ability better, which this ability is insane, and then it makes this ability better, where the pull you get with this is so disrespectful, and it does so much damage. It is great CC. It gets them slow. That's a slow on top of a slow, on top of dot damage from this, like, and this is spammable. So again, another match where you have like the divine draw, where it's the super start and the boost damage. Literally, like I said, play Cooler, get that first ability, dude. You're gonna be spamming that shit. You're gonna be doing dot damage from very far. You're gonna be stealing their camps. He's so strong with his base kit, bro. And like, have you ever stepped foot in his Death Stopper ability? You literally cannot get out of it. You literally just can't. It's so huge. He's just a menace. You can get so tanky with it, bro. He's so tanky, bro. It is quite insane. And also, we gotta talk about his ultimate. So his ultimate literally just CC, pull, AoE, damage. Like, basic but good. Like, basic but good. Super strong character, guys. Super strong character. You guys have to try him, and you just understand how to use his passive. That's literally all you have to do. If you can understand his passive, then you're already better than mostly everyone that has ever touched this character. This passive is just nuts. Immune to all. Like, come on, guys. Crazy character. Super tanky. A lot of damage. Great mobility. Come on. All right. Anyway, let's stop glazing Cooler. Go to Vegeta. I think he's a solid tank. Super solid tank. He's really good at getting health back because 2 abilities of his give him his armor back, if I'm not mistaken, right? 2 abilities, like this gives armor back, right? Yeah, this gives armor back, and then this gives armor back, and then this also gives armor back. So he has 3 abilities that give him his health back pretty much. As long as you're just doing damage constantly, then he's gonna be pretty hard to kill too. So Photon Bomber, he gets CC with this. Great CC. A lot of people get stuck in this. You pretty much guaranteed the consecutive energy blast with this. This is a great ability. Another one where if you get the 2 divine cards that just level up your first ability, this is a great level 1 ability. So one of that, he has rush attacks as his main attack. So if you are close, you can do the rush attacks. The Princess Pride actually comes in clutch sometimes, where I really need some cooldown, and I activate his passive, and like, oh yes, and then I'm out of there. An explosive wave, it's really good for when you're trying to finish somebody, or you just need your armor back. He just fights forever. Like, a good Vegeta's just gonna fight forever, bro. The only thing that kind of sucks in this kit is his ultimate, because the early game of his ultimate is really bad, and then it's just damage with the armor restoration. So like, you're only really gonna use his ultimate when you hit the Photon Bomber. If you're using your ultimate just straight up, you're probably gonna miss it. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it is a long cast time, and then the AoE grows in size. So like, if you're right here, this Goku could have easily gotten out of there quite easily. So mid ultimate, but great base kit again. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any mobility, But when you have so much health that you recover just from like the armor restoration from this and the explosive wave, you don't really need mobility like that. So yeah, I mean, he's just like a solid tank. If you're like starting out with a tank, I think he's a great character to start out with for sure. Khalifa. I'm gonna put Khalifa. I'm put Khalifa probably. I don't know if she's B or A. Maybe I should just put her here then. Does that sound right? I'm not sure what to say about her. Like I've played her. She has crazy damage reduction because of how her passive works. But her ultimate just sucks. Her ultimate just sucks. It's literally just to apply her passive. You can't really use his ultimate as like a killing move. And so that's really her problem. She doesn't have any killing moves. So the whole time she's fighting, she's just whittling people down. And that's great, when you have like when you're paired up with Gohan, it's great because you can just literally fight people the whole time. Or like you paired up with Majin Buu, you just fight people. Or like you just need a DPS on your team and you can take all the damage. So like if you're gonna go like a full tank build where you're just like, just trying to just like take all the strike damage, take all the energy damage. She's a great character to play because it provokes status effect where she is the damage taken is reduced. She can tank a lot. It's just I don't think any of her skills are necessarily good. Not gonna lie. Storm Kick's probably her best ability. It's a 3-hit attack. It's quite hard to like dodge it. It's pretty easy to aim. And it's her main skill. It comes back up in like 2 seconds. Blast Dive is good, but that's like her only mobility. So I try to use it when like the enemy is like running away. You never really want to use it when they're like the start of the fight because that's your only like get in tool, especially if you accidentally use energy release. This is like a defensive tool, so and this pushes people away, so you're kind of like if you energy release at the wrong time, you're just letting your opponent get away and that just screws up your kill potential. So it's just like she has like one good ability, she has a kind of mid ability, but it's not like too bad, and then she has another mid ability, and then she has a mid to bad ultimate. But she can tank a lot. She can tank a lot. So that's why I'm like I'm not really quite sure where I would want to put her. Maybe if I play her more, I probably play her at least like 5 times, I'd say. And so I know how she plays, but maybe she could like use like a buff or like a completely different ultimate or something. Or like a change to energy release or something. Like she just needs some type of change. So honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep her at top of B. Put her like right here. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, let's go to Frieza. Frieza is another like controversial pick because people say like Frieza is trash, and I kind of do get it. I think he works a little bit weird, for sure. I've been having trouble moving Zarbon and Dodoria. I don't know if you can move them once you use your abilities, so maybe it's just me. If you're able to move him after the abilities out, then yeah, that would be crazy. Frieza would probably be one of the best characters in the game for sure. Because Dodoria is super annoying with the pushback, especially if you're not like focusing him. And then Zarbon, if you're not paying attention to Zarbon, Zarbon's just gonna destroy you with his damage, bro. Let's see. I really don't know where I would put Frieza. Because he's not really like that great of a technical character, but he has really good mobility and he can be quite annoying if you're like playing in the back like a Piccolo or something. Uh, if I want to put him in the B tier, I might have to move somebody down to C. Maybe I move Bojack down to C. No, Bojack still has some of the highest damage in the game if you can land it. Maybe I just put Frieza in C. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not. Let's see. Frieza's me is just weird, I think. The difficulty is definitely true. He definitely is a little bit harder to play. The Appear to Decree is a good ability. It gives some good movement speed. Like, he's really good with blue cards, that's for sure. I don't think his ultimate's that great, though. Yeah, maybe he is a C tier character. There's not really much to say on him because his mostly skills are like used with Dora and Zarbon, so like the whole time you're playing him, you're just kind of like puppeteering. And then his ultimate, like you're just a sitting up, like charging it, and it doesn't do that much damage, and it does like attack down. It's just like it's okay. And once you beat the Dora and Zarbon, Frieza's kind of dead unless he like has like the blue cards and you can't like catch up to him. I'm putting him C. He has potential to be like a B or A tier character. I'm just keeping him C. All right. Last but not least, got Zamasu. Most people say Zamasu's S. Probably. He probably is, because it's like he's super hard to kill. He can literally just like heal himself the whole time you're fighting him. Heavenly Arrow is a great ability to spam. It also like slows people. It's great ability. He has decent movement with the Divine Rush. It's a little bit of a longer cooldown, but it does go quite far and you don't have to charge it, so it's pretty good. And it has CC, so I mean it has like a little bit of CC with the push. Not like the push isn't that great with it, but I mean at least it does push, so I guess that's cool. Fierce God Slicer. It's a dot. Really all I could say about it. Like there's nothing bad necessarily about dots. Sometimes they're the whole reason why you get kills in the end of the day. So there's nothing really, like he doesn't have like, I don't think any of his abilities are even mid per se, because he has AoE, he has a dash with CC, he has a main ability that does like a slow, which is great at all states of the game. He has a healing passive where you can like, you can practically stack it back up. And then he has, ultimate that, pretty much makes him immune. He gets movement speed down again. So I think he's super like basic, but again, his kit is just easy and rewarding for really nothing hard in his kit. So I think that's why he's like regarded as one of the best characters, just simply because of like, the healing, plus none of his abilities are hard at all to aim or to use. His hardest ability is probably Divine Rush. And that's usually used as like a, middle of the fight or like a getaway type of move. Heavenly Arrow is just really good. Like he's just simply good. Like it's just simply good. I personally don't think he's OP, but I've definitely had matches where I'm literally just, like it says, immortal, because I'm just not dying, and I know I'm not dying because I'm just tanking like everything they're throwing at me and healing it back up. So maybe he might get nerfed when people keep crying about him. Maybe he would stay as is. We'll never know. So we won't know till release. So Yep, this is my tier list. Just gonna look over it real quick. Let's see. Got Android 18, Zamasu, Super Oob, Cooler, Piccolo, Gohan, Vegeta. Yep, Krillin, Trunks, Khalifa, Boo, Baby, Bojack, Frieza, Dabra. Yep. I would say this is pretty solid to me. I'll love to see what you guys think about my tier list. Again, guys, it's literally just for fun. I can't wait for this game to come out. I will definitely be playing it. I don't know if I'm going to be making content on it, just because of how my life is going, and like I don't know how this game is going to do viewer wise. Like obviously it's doing kind of well, saying like how like people are enjoying the game, but I don't know if people are really going to be interested in watching like a mobile game. So we'll see. But anyway, you guys have a great day, and see you guys later.